Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Following on from the video I did a few days ago, which was Saw vs the Smiler. Today I've got the second ride war in the kind of newy series, and it's going to be the Grand National versus the Big Dipper, both at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and they are the two kind of major woodies there. So then let's just get straight in to this ride versus ride. So the way this works, if you missed the first episode or you're new to this channel, is basically there is a bunch of different categories, and each category for the ride is scored out of 10. All the points are then added up at the end, and out of 60, whoever has the most points is the winner of the battle. For the layout then, we have the Grand National scoring 8 out of 10. It's a pretty strong layout, you can see there on the left. It's got the double down at the start, it's got the rest of it, just all the airtime hills throughout, and it's got a pretty strong ending too. The Big Dipper out and back, standard kind of really, 6 out of 10. It's still pretty strong, but it's not as strong as the Nationals layout. Next up we have theming then, and this one's kind of a bit of a dismal category for both of them. They were built back in a time when theming wasn't considered so important, you could say, so both of them only have very minimal theming. The Grand National scoring 1 out of 10 because they do obviously still have the signs labelling like the different jumps from the actual Grand National on the ride itself, and the winning post at the end there. And the Big Dipper has the logo at the top of the big structure, and it also has the fountain inside, which isn't really fit to some kind of theme, but it's still going to score itself 1 out of 10 for it. Airtime is up next then. The Grand National pulls a lot of airtime throughout. Good ejector time on the hills and a few floater moments too. 7 out of 10 for the National. The Dipper also has some good floater hills, and the ejector time towards the end is very strong too. However, likewise with the layout category, the Big Dipper's airtime just isn't as strong, and so that's why it's got its 5 out of 10. Throughput then next, and although this may not be true of all the time, in all of my recent visits to the Pleasure Beach, the National has unfortunately only been running on one train, and it has really affected the ride. When I went in July last year, peak season, it was still one train, so I don't know what the Pleasure Beach are doing with that, but it literally took 40 minutes from the entrance, and that is really dismal, because if you've ever seen the queue, that is tiny. So the throughput for the National, it's only going to score 4 out of 10, whereas the Big Dipper, it has a pretty decent throughput. You can get through the queue pretty quickly, and it's 6 out of 10 for the Dipper. Next up, this is the overall experience, so this is like everything taken into consideration, if you get what I'm saying, the full experience of the ride. So the National is going to score 7 out of 10. It's got a decent layout. The layout really is what helps, and this is experience. And the duelling aspect, it's a Morbius loop coaster, so obviously it has the duelling aspect, which is good. And it's kind of remotely themed as though it's a race. It's obviously called the Grand National and that, and it has the winning post at the end. So it's themed well. So the experience for the Grand National is very good. The Big Dipper's overall experience is scoring 6 out of 10 because the ride itself's good, it's got some nice elements on it, however it kind of lacks the experience so much, so although it is still good, it's just not there to beat the National on this category. So then the totals are the Grand National scoring 25 out of 60. Will the Big Dipper get more or less? If you've been counting along, you will know. They have got just 24, so it is going to be the National winning this one for me. Tell me what you think should have happened in the comments below. Do you think the National is the better of the two woodies? It's kind of a debate that's been ongoing for a long time, but for me the dueling aspect is what does it for them. They're both very good layouts. They're both really, really nice woodies. I mean, they're rough obviously because like they're really old now, but they are yeah, you know. But it is the dueling aspect on the Dipper, what? It is the dueling aspect on the National that really does win this one for me. Anyway, as I said, tell me what you think in the comments below, and until next time guys, goodbye.